Fala, meus galados, começando mais um vídeo, joguinho novo, tá pagando. Deixa o like, se inscreve no canal, fica com a gameplay, tá cabulosa. Tem que ir nesse negócio, sei nem como é o nome. Mulher de força, viu? Isso aí, bagulho doido. Ixi, na foto, acho que é da família. Sinistro. É, pra quem não entendeu, ela disse que o GR tá muito gostoso. Maleta da véia, bora ver o que tem. Ela parece a Ana da Frozen. Bagulho doido.
They may come in handy.
Pega esse jornal, né? É bom, leitura. Já dava o que resolvendo o caso já, parceiro. Agora vamos investigar. Sinistro. Escolhi um livro, né? Exemplar. Quero esse não. Quero esse, me chamou a atenção, ó. Where Emotion Lotion. Somos virgem. Quem entendeu, entendeu. Zoadinha satisfatória, não vou falar em nada. Acho que... Botar o nome, vou botar Paulão. @Paulão. Olha lá. Não, pô.
Nice to meet you. disaster in Golden Cave. My plan was to interview the survivors. But before I left, I received a message from a colleague who'd been out of reach for days. She'd finally obtained an invitation to a lettuce manor, with the help of an ingenious disguise. I decided to assume her identity and return to my paradise from long ago. The now infamous manor. My gut told me it might be my only chance to unravel its secrets with my own hands.
Aqui na gente tá emburacando, parceiro. Bora, dá licença aí.
This is a very familiar song to me. Hi. I received an invitation.
Greetings. I'm the butler of this manor. My apologies, but we weren't expecting you today. The lord of the manor isn't here, but another guest has arrived. This way, please.
Bora lá ver o sovaco dessa véia.
Well-dressed
Why
and
no se
properly
motion?
maintained clothes. But they were in vogue 30
slave.
years ago.
Bora ver a mão.
Finely crafted gloves,
Tere,
worn out of
Ari,
habit,
Simari,
but there are
Andi.
signs of wear between the thumb and index
Bagulho
fingers.
doido, parceiro. Bora ver os pioi.
Has a relaxed
Wani only
demeanor.
known as
Fits in very well here, and doesn't look
Yeah,
like
I
a
am.
newcomer.
Mr. Kreberg, this is, the reporter? I see. It's a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure's all mine. You can call me...
Hello. I'm Frederick Kreberg.
Eu sou bilingue, mas eu vou logo avisando que eu tô apertando na doida.
Mr. Kreberg, your performance was truly moving. Is it your own creation?
It was composed by a friend of my father's.
Your father was a composer?
Indeed. Many in my family, me included, received the call of Euterpe.
Mr. Kreberg, may I ask why you came to this manor?
Forgive me. I'm afraid we are not close enough for me to share this secret with you. I'm a little tired, so I plan to return to my room. Farewell.
A familiar, yet unfamiliar place. A little old, simply maintained, but cleaned well. An oil painting of the Mirror of Venus. It looks almost exactly like the painting from my childhood. Perhaps they are one and the same? This was my father's favorite piano. I clearly remember it being destroyed in that accident, but someone has restored it. This place is exactly like the manor I remember. If my memory isn't deceiving me, of course.
Your room is ready. Please come with me. This is your room. I'll excuse myself if there's nothing else you need.
Can I have a moment of your time to ask you a few questions?
Of course.
To my knowledge, there should be more guests. Have they arrived yet?
Besides Mr. Kreberg and you, there are Mrs. Plinius and Mr. Orpheus. They will arrive as planned tomorrow. Mr. Kreberg arrived the day before yesterday.
He introduced himself as a composer?
Not entirely. Mr. Kreberg is very popular in high society. He's a well-known new classical talent around here. But when it comes to composing, he doesn't seem to have inherited his father's gift.
Where is he staying now?
Mr. Kreberg suffers from mild psychasthenia and does not like being disturbed, so we placed him in the guest room at the end of the second floor.
Mrs. Plinius, the widow of that famous biologist?
Indeed. She's a very famous entomologist herself, and she has quite an insight into the study of plants and animals.
Where will she stay?
Mrs. Plinius is in the guest room on the western side of the main building's ground floor. It gives her convenient access to the greenhouse.
Orpheus? The popular novelist?
Indeed, the writer of suspense novels who has made quite a reputation for himself lately. I'm sure you've read his work.
Where will he stay? Has the Lord made any other plans?
Once all the guests have arrived, the Lord will tell you what to do next. Please wait patiently until then. You must be exhausted from the journey here, so please get some rest. Dinner is served at 6. The servants return to their quarters at 11, and they prepare breakfast at 6 in the morning. Feel free to ask if you need anything else.
Thracian girl carrying the head of Orpheus on his lyre. It's a part of my father's collection. According to my previous investigations, it should have been sold off by our greedy relatives, just like the painting in the living room. But someone has brought it back here again. This used to be my bedroom, but it has been modified into a guest room now. Not a single trace of my past life can be seen here.
Aqui nós organizamos os bagulho direitinho, tá ligado? Virgem é virgem.
Perhaps I'll have the chance to
Livro
discuss this
ali,
book with
bagulho
Mr. Orpheus.
aqui.
I need to learn more about the
Não
environment.
tem jeito.
I paid special
É isso
attention
aí,
to
meu
the
irmão.
surroundings on the way here.
Ajeitou já
I didn't
era.
expect to return here like... Even though the interior of the second floor has changed, the entire building seems to be an intentional restoration of the main building from back then. So this floor plan Father drew himself should be of use. Maybe I should investigate the first floor today. It will all become harder to control once the other two guests arrive tomorrow. But I must wait until the servants go to sleep. So where should I start?
Pega negócio macabro. Vê? Mais escuro. Segurando vela. Cara, vou explorar agora não. Vou fazer logo o que tá pedindo.
This used to be my favorite spot to play as a child. My playmate would sit at the end of this dining table and scribble down interesting short stories before reading them to me.
Olha, boy. Tem até a tua mãe.
Strange vegetation that doesn't fit in with the other plants in this greenhouse. It seems to be specially grown. Or maybe I should try to learn more from an expert in this field. There is another place. These sculptures are mechanisms designed by Mr. Lapadura, and all the doors in this manor can be opened with the nightingale song.
É isso, tropa. Se gostou, deixa o like, se inscreve no canal que tem vídeo aqui cabulento pra nós, tá ligado? Da melhor forma. É isso aí, tamo junto. Deixa os jogos que vocês querem que eu jogue, que eu vou estar gravando aquele vídeo pesado. Tamo junto. Se gostou, tem mais. Valeu, galados!